What up, everybody? So Reynolds again. Got another spread that I've made. I've got a bunch made I need to get testing. So this one's actually the first time I'm running it at all. Didn't even do a test run. It's called the Magician's Tower. So who's the magician? We have Gemini and an Aries. Let's see if there's shit. Okay, so that one got hit and bounced off of Aries. Oh, shit. Oh, well, Jesus. Oh, well. It bounced off of Aries and fell on Taurus. So, and the moon's right by it. So we're going to go like tar and moons. We have the sun sign with a Gemini. So, we're going to go, yeah, we're going to go Gemini sun signs and tar and moon signs. Or tar and sun and Gemini moon. Why not? I'm sure there's energies in all this for everybody. Alright. Alright, so this first card is going to be the energy of our magician, the Gemini, tar, and moon, sun. Can I get the, there it is. The hummingbird upright. That's a very energetic, highly like move. They don't stop. Seems like a hyper disorder. It's an air sign. I want you to follow with that Gemini. Let's go ahead and all right. So now we're going to move to. I'm going to use this one. All right. Actually, this is a 20 card spread, so we can use a whole deck and just stick with it. So which one do I want to use? This one's been resonating big time. All right. So the first two cards. You know what? Why don't we just? Let's go with this. First two cards, number 2 and 3, are going to be spirit knowledge, spirit contacts, synchronicities, intuitive messages. It's just basically spirits, what spirit's trying to get through to you. You may have realized this, or you may not have. So that's why it's here. All right, can we get spirits 2 cards? Whoa. First 2 I've seen were these, so I'll take the top 2 for these. Although I don't like them being reversed, but they fell that way. So we have the 2 of Cups reversed and the 1 of Swords reversed. This is it's like well, the 2 of Cups is like a union. So this is it still feels like a union though, or Spirit's trying to tell you there's energy of walking away, no communication. So, and you're the magician. This is the Magician's Tower. This is all about manifesting something. Something. Wheel of Fortune, right? All right. So, the next 2 cards are the intuitive feelings that you're getting on your own outside of spirit, so things that you're just knowing. So if you notice, I've got the position, well, you can't see it, but here, drop it down. Up here, they're sitting like this. So this is our magician, right? So if you notice, like normal tarot, the magician has one hand up towards like spirit, towards heavens, and one towards the ground for like earthly. So right now, these are the cap and bottom energies that are starting to be drawn for this manifestation from the magician. So spirit's saying use, unconnected relationship energy and no communication energy. What you're feeling intuitively is you're feeling a fiery opposition. This is the Seven of Wands, which is a lot of like a Under Siege card. It's a very decision-based move. It's there's a duality in it. One wants to go one way, one wants to go the other way, and they're stark opposites. But this is definitely, opposition. There's opposition here. I'm struggling to regain control, but mostly under a lot of duress. There's a lot of passionate duress. And then right beside it, we have the Three of Cups reversed. So this is, not taking the next step, no new children, no home, no romantic dinner, nothing like that. So it's I feel like it's balancing an influx of passionate energy that's almost got you under siege. Like you can't really think or do more outside of it, or they won't do more and they're just putting it on you and you've got no other choice. And balancing it with the reverse Three of Cups, which is taking the next step. Romantic gestures, conception, marriage, expressions of love freely. All right, and that's what you've been feeling. So use those energies with the ones that Spirit are giving you to begin your manifestation. So now over here we're going to put in an angle 4 cards, and these this is what I call this is the magician's table. This is the things on your table that are here to be used. When and how to put those into your manifestations are going to fall squarely on you. Use Spirit's guide and use your own intuition to time those. So can we get 6, 7, 8, and 9? Let's take the top 4 because that's the way it's designed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and this is lower to high. So actually, we're going to want to put this below him. This energy. This one will be the weaker energy, and this will be the heavier energy. So it'll most likely be done in this order to go through the whole manifestation. We have the Seven of Pentacles. This is being patient. This is, planting a seed, investments, and then being patient. So what this is basically saying is, once you start this manifestation and you're done, be patient. So make sure you have an energy of patience to be had, to be coming in the middle of your manifestation. Because if you can ruin your whole manifestation if you're looking for more instant gratification, because then it's your whole demeanor changes after. So go into it knowing this is going to take some time. You're planting seeds now, and there'll be patience as needed. We move up into the Three of Wands, and this is the Craftsman's card. This is learning your skill, your trade, what you want, what passion is actually good for you and not overbearing. So make sure you got that down. Make sure you're thinking of that and those angles. And then we move into the Seven of Cups reversed. This is not keeping options. You cannot manifest this, whatever this is you're manifesting, if you are manifesting to have and keep options. This is, I think this is a singular manifestation. If you want it, it's one and one only. So make sure you are focused on that one. And then we move up into the King of Swords reversed. This is a lot of harsh words. This is somebody who I don't get very good conversation from this energy. So I think this is a heavy energy from the past that's caused a lot of issues that you want to get rid of. So that you want to exercise out of this relationship or situationship or whatever this is you're manifesting. So make sure also when you're manifesting, you're focusing on getting rid of those. Those are no longer an issue. Those will no longer be an issue, and they will not become one in the future. So that's your table. That's your tools. That's your table to add spice, flair, and extra variables to this thing to perfect it. All right, so next up, we're going to build the tower. Move these up. All right, so the tower, it's going to start with 3 at the base, 10, 11, and 12. 10, 11, and 12 are the magician's foundation. The 11 is the mind, 10 is the body. It's got to be 10 because it popped out. And 12 is the spirit. All right, so we need 11, mind. Give us the mind for the base structure of this magician's tower. All right, can we get the spirit of the base structure of the magician's tower? Okay. Moving on up to 13 and 14. This is the deep. I got reference up here in front of me. That's why I'm asking. Can you read my own shit? Okay, yeah. All right, so then from this, we move into the deeply buried secrets, deceits, and lies for 13 and 14. That's the next step up. And as you climb this tower, you need to understand what those mean to you, and if they are good, bad, they need to be balanced. You have to understand every angle of everything you're thinking of and that has caused the issue, or has been good, it's been bad, it's been needed, whatever. You have to cover all these bases. And that's what this tower is for. This tower, because by the end of it, you should have your whole manifestation ready, and it should be such a grand manifestation that it should cause some sort of tower moment. Not all tower moments are absolutely wretched. Anyway, can we get 13 and 14? What do you know? We'll climb the tower, and we got a tower. This tower is reversed. Moving on to 15 and 16. This is coping mechanisms. These are the mechanisms that you use to cope that eventually changed your demeanor in the whole relationship, which then again changed the whole relationship. Just changed it all up. All right, so. What? No, I'm busy. But 15 and 16 also represent spirits' warnings and possible enemies around you, or just in general negative energies. What? Moving into 17 and 18. This is the collateral damage or loss. This is possible unexpected reaction to the energy you put out. Very few manifestations ever have something that doesn't change in some sort of negative way. The best you can do is try to foresee these and understand if it's something that's worth risking. Tower, the tall tower. All right, so 17 and 18 again, collateral damage. Wow, right there it is. And then the top card, 19. What? What? Excellent, thank you. All right, so this is I'm gonna put this down because it wanted to go, and this will be the last one, and then we're gonna throw another energy. This is gonna be your final energy. This will be as you as your manifestation comes to true. Of course, it's gonna look like you're falling out of the tower, or does your tower stand? That's really the question. All right. And our last card is 20. Let's put this up, and this is where I want this one. So 20 is going to be what can fall from grace, rise to spirit, or just move in or move closer or further away. It's just, again, another effect. It's kind of like collateral damage. Wow. There's only supposed to be one. Well, I guess you guys couldn't really see that, so... bling, 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 bling. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, we explained the beginning, your table, your manifestation table. So now it's time to check out this tower. So don't forget to keep all your manifestation tactics in hand. These are your main energies. These need to be applied and affected. These need to be applied and held in your being and everything that you put out into this at all times. So basically, you have 2, 4, 6, 8 energies basically. So for each card on here, you need to understand the 8 energies that you have on your manifestation table and how they culminate, react, change, and just generally interact with these cards. You don't have to do individual cards. You could do layers if you want. But anyway, 10, 11, and 12. This is the Magician's Foundation. Like I said, mind, body, spirit. Could be people, places, jobs, or materials. So this is going to be 10. 10 is the body, and the body is, guess who this is? This is the High Priestess. So your body is that of secret knowledge, secret knowledge, understanding people, understanding wants, having great intuition, and being able to read people. So you read a lot of body language, or you use a lot of body language. Or there's a lot of use of body language to build this foundation. So this foundation might have been built upon physical, a lot of physical. And then 11 is the mind. And this is the reversed Ace of Wands. This is a disconnected, disinterested mind. Weird. So somebody was using body over mind. They weren't worried about connecting on a mind level. They were worried about connecting on a passionate level. They wanted to connect on a physical level, but without the passion for drive. Very, I would call this like a very surface level type of physical. And then we move into the reverse Queen of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. The reverse Queen of Swords is not somebody to be messed with. She will get revenge. She is very, a very good tactician. She's plots. This could be you, Gemini. It's definitely somebody that has their mind on their self and their own wants. They'll deny things, deny truths. They create elaborate mind tricks and mind games. always seem to bring up painful memories. This communication generally is not a good communication. So what I see here is built on attraction, very heavy attraction, without a lot of driving passion, and not much, and miscommunication and bad communication and clarification. So we move up to 13 and 14. This was the deep secrets, the deep deceits and lies. So we have the reverse tower. So that is actually not a bad thing. This is almost as if there were lots of lies in the past, and now it's starting to clear a little bit because they're not as thick and heavy around anymore. But we do see the reverse 3 of coins, and in this deck they got like a timepiece up to her eye. It's almost as if trying to craft a way to see through time, to basically gain intuition. So there's not through all these lies that somebody was trying to see through them, or somebody wasn't willing to see all the lies, or they're looking back now. They're getting over this tower of lies and deceits and shadows by looking back. And they're not angry, very calm, almost got a smirk. This could even be somebody looking back up all the bullshit that they put on you, Taurus or Gemini, and kind of smirking about it, like, I pulled one on them. Remember, this is what your tower is built on. And then we move up 15 and 16. This is, like I said, the coping mechanisms, spirits warning of enemies, negative energies. And we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is typically the independent self, very introspective, but this one's reversed. So this is highly codependent upon another, but in a way using another, but fronting like it's their own work. This is users. That's a using energy. And here we are again using attraction to get that. And we have the Page of Cups reverse. So this is somebody retracting or not bringing the cups with them. So they're wanting this doorway to the independent self using wrong means and not even giving out any love because there's no love to be gotten, or they're just holding the cup back because they can manipulate better that way, or just talking a little, getting a little flirty, and then just stopping for days. It's definitely emotional and attractive manipulations here. And then at the top we have the 17 and 18, which is the collateral damage, loss. We have the Sun card in the reverse, Ace of Cups. So the collateral damage is actually success and victory. So what's actually going to happen here? And collateral damage would mean it's probably going to look like it was a bad choice, but in the end, it's actually the Sun card. It's where there's some victory here. So, but we have the reverse Ace of Cups. So this is not starting a new relationship for sure. Repressing feelings, changing affections, and feeling let down. And then our Magician's energy is the reversed King of Cups, emotionally unavailability. So that's going to be, when you get done manifesting, that's what the energy you're going to be on. You're going to become emotionally unavailable, but with a splash of the shark energy. So you're still going to be a little aggressive. You're still going to kind of be out for blood, but this is sideways. So I feel like I only wanted one energy. This is the one I would have gotten, which was the becoming emotionally unavailable. But we have a splash of this shark on here. So this is, it's a hunter. So it's like being emotionally unavailable, but not giving up the hunt for, a connection. Don't totally cut it off. Right? And then 20. This is what can fall from grace, what could actually rise in power or rise to spirit. Something that could actually be drawn into the magician through this energetic manifestation, or what could be repelled without you even knowing. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and 10. Wow. Wow. Perfect. That says it all. Look at this shit. Are you kidding me? Wheel of Fortune upright. So Fortune, and then the 10 of Pentacles. In this deck is called Wealth. So much abundance, and this is many fortunes, much luck, very positive cycles, and the 10 of Cups, absolute stable, wealthy stability. So this is going to be a good manifestation. The one thing I don't see here is all this bullshit, lies and deceits. Almost every one of your cards was shitty, except for right at the end, the Sun and here. So definitely when you get done, remember all these things and add them into all your manifestations, and keep those in your thoughts. Keep those in your thoughts, swirling them out, swirling them in and out, swirling them in and out, swirling them in and out. And you gotta take some time to do this, but you can't stay stuck on it. It will never manifest if you can, as long as you're stirring that pot and building those energies inside your thoughts and mind and heart. It will not manifest because you're building it. And then all of a sudden one day you're gonna know, and you're gonna let it go, and then you gotta fucking forget it. And I think that's what this is. Don't be a shark. Don't go looking to fucking attack and be a predator and their prey. Just become emotionally unavailable to that one situation that you're manifesting to, and slowly push it away until you're not thinking about the same way. And then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, what the fuck, dude? They've been shitty to me. They're not talking to me. Did I do the right thing? And then the Sun says, yup, you fucking are gonna have victory. You're very happy. Fortuitous events, divine guidance, and absolute wealth and stability. And that's how manifestation works. And just think, you started as this really tiny little hummingbird that's can't stop thinking about it, can't stop fucking energetically throwing shit out. So I hope this helped. Manifest. You're building this energetic ball, and you're just fucking building it, and you're thinking of these things, and you're building it, and you're building it, and you're thinking of all these things, and you're building it, and you're building it, and then one day you're gonna be like, I release you. All right, well now, and that's how that goes. When you do that, that's when shit comes back. That's what brings it back. When you think about it, it's pull and repel, because you're stretching the energies, you're flowing the energies, because balling energies up, it just is like, it doesn't have no room to work. So when you're thinking about it, you push and you pull it, just like a masculine and a feminine, and you stretch these energies, and you let them stretch out. And as you stretching these out, you're stretching more out, and they're all mixing, and they're becoming your manifestation, they're becoming your spell, and you're energetic, and then all of a sudden, just drop it. And then it's like, it doesn't know where to go, but it's got a signature that you put on it, and that shit starts to happen. It goes, and only way you can, since you've charged it with those thoughts, the only way to discharge it is to go to those. When it discharges with them, and there's never an energetic happening that doesn't have to have a reaction. And then your reaction, if you do it right, with all the positive thoughts and positive and balancing and all that, will make you happy. Sometimes it's not exactly what you're looking for, but it's always going to be something good if you do it right. Spirit does not give you bad stuff unless you manifested it. So manifest it. Peace out, guys.